If you're anything like me, your stomach probably dropped. We've all spent years inviting Kevin McGarry into our living rooms. Whether he's wearing the Mountie Red as Nathan Grant in When Calls the Heart or charming us in The Wedding Veil, he feels less like a distant celebrity and more like a friend we look forward to seeing every week. The thought of anything bad happening to him is genuinely upsetting. But before you let that panic set in, take a deep breath. I've done the digging, I've fact-checked the sources, and I am so relieved to tell you that the truth is not what those scary headlines are implying. Let's unravel this mystery together, debunk the rumors, and get to the bottom of what's really going on with our favorite Hallmark hunk. The headlines versus the reality, a case of mistaken identity. First things first, Kevin McGarry, the Canadian actor we know and love, is safe, healthy, and thriving. So, where did these terrifying rumors come from? Why is the internet whispering about a tragedy? The confusion stems from a heartbreaking but entirely unrelated story involving a man who shares the same name. There was a widely reported news story about a young Irish man named Kevin McGarry who suffered a devastating accident involving a farm bike at an electric fence in New Zealand. It was a truly tragic event, resulting in severe injuries and amputation. Because the internet algorithms often struggle to tell the difference between two people with the same name, search engines and clickbait sites sometimes mash these stories together. When you search for Kevin McGarry, you might see a mix of photos of our dashing Mountie next to headlines about a horrific accident. It is a classic, albeit stressful, case of mistaken identity. The brave young man who survived that accident is not the actor who stole Elizabeth Thornton's heart. Is Kevin McGarry okay? Spoiler, he's better than okay. Now that we've cleared the dark clouds, let's focus on the actual news surrounding our Kevin McGarry. If you've been worried, let me replace that anxiety with some serious joy, because 2024 and 2025 have been incredible years for him. Far from being in a hospital bed, Kevin has been busy living his best life. Here is what is actually happening in his world. 1. He's a dad-to-be. Yes, you read that right. The biggest incident in Kevin's life recently is the explosion of love in his growing family. Kevin and his real-life wife, and When Calls the Heart co-star, Kayla Wallace, recently announced they are expecting their first child. Imagine the collective awe from hearties around the world. Instead of recovering from a tragedy, he is likely busy building a crib, reading parenting books, and getting ready for the sleepless nights of fatherhood. It's the happiest kind of chaos. 2. He's happily married. If you missed it, Kevin and Kayla officially tied the knot, sealing the deal on one of the sweetest off-screen romances in Hallmark history. They met on the set of When Calls the Heart, and their chemistry was just too real to keep scripted. Seeing them together at events, glowing with happiness, is the ultimate antidote to those nasty rumors. 3. Career highs. Professionally, Kevin is on fire. He has been actively filming When Calls the Heart, attending the Hallmark Christmas cruise, where he charmed thousands of fans, and working on new movies. He recently joked about Terminator vibes regarding a photo of him on a motorcycle for a role, which might have added fuel to the accident fire for people who only read headlines. But let's be clear, that was just him looking cool in a leather jacket for a character. Why do these rumors spread? You might be wondering, why do people write these things if they aren't true? It's the unfortunate side of the entertainment news cycle. Clickbait thrives on emotion. Fear is a powerful motivator. It makes us click. Unscrupulous websites know that if they put Kevin McGarry and tragedy in the same sentence, fans like us will click out of concern. They often use vague language like sad news for Kevin McGarry, only for you to click and find out the sad news is that his character got rejected or that he lost a fictional promotion. It's emotionally manipulative, and frankly, it's exhausting. That's why it is so important to check the source. If the news isn't coming from people, Hallmark, Entertainment Tonight, or Kevin's own Instagram, take it with a massive grain of salt. A note on on-set scares. To be fair, actors do sometimes get bumps and bruises. Filming a show like When Calls the Heart involves horses, harsh weather, and sometimes physical stunts. Kevin has had his share of minor on-set moments. There have been times where a horse might have been spooked, or the weather was freezing cold during a long shoot. He once joked about the physical toll of playing a Mountie. Those boots aren't made for sprinting. But these are the standard hazards of the job, not life-altering tragedies. In fact, Kevin is known for his humor about these things. He's the first to crack a joke in an interview or post a funny behind-the-scenes blooper. He's resilient, professional, and very much in one piece. Let's celebrate instead of worry. So, let's flip the script. Instead of worrying about a tragedy that never happened, let's take a moment to appreciate why we care so much in the first place. We worry because Kevin McGarry has brought so much warmth to our screens. As Nathan Grant, he taught us about patience, protective love, and the strength of a quiet hero. As Mitch Cuddy, Heartland, he showed us a rugged, complicated, but lovable side that we still miss. In real life, he shows us that fairy tale romances do happen, looking at you, Kayla, and that you can be a massive star while staying humble, funny, and kind. The final verdict. If you see a link claiming tragic end or horrific accident regarding Kevin McGarry, do not panic. Check the photo. Is it actually him? Check the date. Is this an old recycled story about the poor man in New Zealand? Check his Instagram. Is he posting happy photos with Kayla or promoting a new movie? The verdict is clear. Kevin McGarry is safe. He is happy. He is healthy. The only thing he is in danger of is stealing even more hearts when the next season of When Calls the Heart premieres. So go ahead and finish that cup of tea. Your favorite Mountie is doing just fine, and the best chapters of his life are actually just beginning.